What's up, guys? Welcome back. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We're going to continue the rating climb, trying to get to 800. And as you can see, we do have the wheel over there, which I'm going to spin. So for those of you who remember, the wheel will determine which opening we will play. Specifically, the first 4 moves must be pre-moved in that particular opening. Okay. And let's go ahead and spin it. All right, here we go. And of course, you can super chat if you want something added or something increased, like to be more common. Okay, the Vienna Gambit. All right. So the Vienna Gambit, turn off the wheel here. For those of you who don't know, let's go over to the analysis board here. Vienna Gambit's going to be e4, e5. You play knight to c3, so it's very similar to the King's Gambit, where you play f4, except you get the knight on c3 first. So it changes things a little bit. So this is the Vienna Gambit, and I believe that this is the main line, and then you take. Let me just check that. I think it's what it is. Yeah, and then you take here. One of the main lines. So this is what I'll do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those need to be my first 4 moves. Let's go ahead and jump into a game. Hey, Andrew. Good morning. Will. Hey, good morning. All right, I'm going to play. 3-minute game. Here we go. Okay, we got to play e5, knight c6, f5, and take here. Okay, takes me first, so I guess I'm free to do a regular move at this point. So we'll play knight to f6, and we kind of have a pretty normal setup here. Okay, queen to e2. Now, queen to e2, you could say it's annoying here, but what I don't like about this move from White's perspective is they just blocked this bishop. Why is that such a big deal? Well, for one, you can't use the bishop, but also you can't castle. If you can't castle, how are you going to get your king out of the center? I don't think that's a good move by our opponent. Now, they do make a threat that we have to deal with, though. So let's see how we want to do that. I mean, I'm honestly thinking about just ignoring it. So, for example, something like bishop c5, allowing them to capture it, and then castling. In that particular case, there would be queen c4 with the check. So maybe I'll go bishop b4, allow them to take, and then castle. But what I'm trying to do is get my king to the side, get a rook here as quickly as I can, right? And you're going to see if they take this, how dangerous this is going to be for White. I'm just going to castle. Actually, there might be a tactic here, is what I'm looking at, where we potentially lose the bishop. So I'm debating if I need to change my strategy at all here. But no, we're going to go ahead, and even if we lose the piece, we're going to just try to attack on the e-file. But maybe this was a little inaccuracy on my part. It's a tricky one to see, but if they take here first, then queen c4 check, they could win the bishop. All right, so they didn't see that one. And so what we're going to do is simply take here, and they can't take us back, or, well, they can, but now you can see what's going to happen, right? Here we go. And this is what I was talking about, the danger along the e-file. Okay, and they have to give up their queen. And so that's not a good start for White. Okay, also, the bishop now is free for the taking, so we'll do that. Let's capture this. All right, we're going to just take some more stuff. Take some more free pawns. Take a rook. All right, good game to our opponent. Let's go back to the wheel. And the first thing I need to do is remove the Vienna Gambit since we just played that one. So let me take that off. Vienna Gambit, here we go. All right, let's go ahead and spin it again. Uh-oh. All right. Add 1 to Noah's Ark. Okay. Let me add that before I play the Bongcloud. Noah's Ark trap, I guess, is what you're referring to. All right, Noah's Ark's on the list. EXP bar. Thank you. There you go. Okay. So, for anybody unfamiliar, very quickly, Bongcloud is going to be here, king up, and then to make it 4 moves, I'm going to be playing e4, king e3. Okay, so those are going to be the first 4 moves. As you can imagine, this could be interesting. Don't forget to play bishop e7 or bishop e2 in the lion. Bishop e7 or bishop e2 in the lion. What exactly does that mean? So lion is what? d3. Why can't I draw arrows anymore? d3, knight f3. Where does the bishop e2, bishop e7 come in the first 4 moves? You'll have to explain that one, Webster. I don't get it. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the game. We got to play Bongcloud. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Uh-oh. Opponent's doing well, striking at the center. Let's see if they're going to develop they are developing their pieces. This gets dangerous for us. Ooh, that's almost checkmate. All right, opening is complete. Now we have to try to survive this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hanging on by a thread here, guys. Bishop c4. Okay, they're going to take. I'm going to take with the knight, or... The problem if I take with the knight is e5, and I get... Maybe I do have to take with the pawn. Whoa. Look at this guy. What a move. What a crazy move. I can't take it because of the pin. Now I can take the bishop. If he goes here, I'm going to be able to run, but I think I'm going to get checkmated. Knight c... I mean, there's at least a perpetual. Or I just defend this. So, for example, queen to e8. Honestly, queen to e8 is probably going to be my best chance. So we defend, and we give the king a place to run to. I think this is our best chance. We got to get away from some of these pieces. Wow, white is just piling on the pieces here. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is play c6, and that's going to give my king some more ways to escape. Now, I could also take the bishop. Check. I'm going to be able to run. I'm going to lose a rook. Maybe I don't want to lose the rook. If I get the bishop, it's not the end of the world. c6, takes, then we take the... Yeah, maybe I will play c6 first, actually. I want to give my king some options. Let's do that. So now we have lots of pieces that we could potentially take pretty soon here, depending on how white is going to react to this. Okay, they're going to sack the bishop there, so I'll take with the knight just to get that piece out and also control some squares. I'm feeling pretty good because now we can probably run this way. It's going to be hard for white to stop us from escaping over here. Okay, do we want the queen trade? I think we do. Massively increases our chances of not getting checkmated. Let's save the rook. And somehow, I think we managed to survive. But white was playing very, very, very good moves to start out the game. Okay, we're going to play d5. We're trying to cut off the bishop from supporting the knight. And if they recapture, I'll just take back with the pawn. Again, hitting the bishop, but also interfering with its defense of the knight here. We're going to be able to... Okay, they saved the knight, but now we can grab the bishop. Okay. I don't want to take this. Why not? Because I'm walking into a pin. Okay, so I'm going to ignore that. I just develop my bishop, attack the knight over here. Okay, I'm going to just develop, get my pieces out, and should be in pretty good shape now. We're up the bishop pair here. Okay. We're just going to jump over here. Look to develop the bishop next, maybe here or here. Okay, I'd like to play bishop c5, but I can't do that unless I'm willing to waste a move here with my king, which I don't know that I am. Also got to watch for this. I'm going to go on the offensive here. Since I was about to get my bishop kind of chased around anyway, I figure why not go ahead and attack something here. And I might just, let's just say rook f2. Yeah, I was going to say I'm just going to go ahead and sack the bishop for the pawn so that I can take here and then clear up these pawns that were, you know, coming down the board very quickly, right? And now we're going to be able to pick up this pawn. So I'm actually going to get 3 pawns for my bishop, which is a pretty good trade, right? So let's go ahead, pile up on this guy. Let's pin that knight. And I'll probably, that's a good move. Good move, I think. Let's go, keep piling up though. Go ahead and grab that guy. We can jump in here with the check to add some support. Take this pawn. And I guess we just save the bishop here. All right, good game to our opponent. They played very well in the opening. Getting the 2 pawns in the center, developing the pieces, almost with the checkmate immediately. I thankfully had this square to run to, but again, piling on bishop g5, 95, a great move. Bishop c5, I mean, they were just doing everything right. Unfortunately, just couldn't quite get the checkmate. All right, good game to our opponent. Okay, let's go ahead back to the wheel over here. Let me lower the Bongcloud one since we played it one time. So it was at a 3, I believe. Yeah, it's at a 3. We'll make it a 2. So the slice gets a little bit smaller there. And here we go. Here we go. Is it the bird? Oh, okay. I thought it was on the bird for some reason. Jobava, London. Okay, so I don't know a ton about the Jobava London, but I think I know enough to play the first 4 moves. So let's jump over to the analysis board. So the normal London, Gary Beach Cafe opening. All right, let me add that real fast. Let's add the Beach Cafe. I don't know what that is, but we'll look it up if we get it. Beach Cafe. Okay, Beach Cafe's on there. Yep. All right, cool. Thank you. Okay. So normal London, you play d4, you play bishop f4, e3, you know, c3, you make this little pawn pyramid, and you go from there. Usually your knight's going here, your other knight's probably going here, you know, something like this, right? This is the typical London that most of you maybe have seen before. Jobava London, if I'm not mistaken, is you play bishop f4, and then, let me go over here to this one for a second, and then you play knight to c3. I think this is what it is. And the point is you have all of these ideas of jumping your knight to b5. And if black's not careful, they can just really get into trouble. Okay, so even like knight c6, I don't even know if that's a good move because knight b5, and now you have to like be careful, right? It's hard to deal with this. Apparently you can get away with it with e5. But the point is you have this threat. Anyway, what is the main line of Jobava London? So let's see. Knight c3, e6, and, oh, it is knight b5. Knight b5. Okay, so these are going to be my first 4 moves. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I kind of like those first 4 moves. I'm going to have to pre-move something. That seems pretty good. Okay, let's jump into the game here. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, our opponent is shutting down the bishop already. Uh-oh. So we're losing a piece, it looks like. Black's going to take... No, they take the pawn instead. Interesting decision by our opponent there. They could have taken our bishop. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take the knight. Because now if they take my bishop, at least I got the knight. And of course, if they take me, then my bishop is now fine, and we can take with the queen. So that didn't turn out too badly for us. Okay, whenever you see a piece in line with another piece, you want to ask yourself, do you have a tactic? Like, can I take this and win the bishop? Looks like I can. So I will do that. It's a pawn, right? And we're going to grab the bishop. We are threatening here. Now, it's interesting if I want to take this or not, because here's the thing. If I take that, rook to g8, and all of a sudden, black is the one who has all their pieces ready to go and attack my king. So I don't really love the look of that, to be honest with you. That being said, black's king, you could argue, is not totally safe either. So since it's a blitz game, we'll go ahead and do it. But realistically, if I'm playing against a very strong player here, I'd probably be in trouble after rook g8, honestly. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and castle... Wait a second. If I castle check... No, I could play e3. I thought I was getting mated there with the queen coming down, but no, we have e3. So I will castle. But it's important to look at those things, right? Because if you think check, I have to move, game is over, right? But I did have e3. Okay, knight e4. Good move by our opponent. Threatening the f2 square, so we probably want to deal with that. Let's see how. Maybe knight to h3 looks like a good way to defend it. Let's play knight h3. Okay, queen e7. Our opponent's probably trying to castle, which is a pretty good decision, actually. And I think what I want to do is play f3, make that annoying knight leave, and then play e4. And just get my pawn chain going here and let out the bishop. I think that's a good plan. Oh, he's not going to move the knight. He's going to play bishop e5. Okay, interesting. So he's going on the offensive. Not a bad idea, actually. So what are we going to do here? I guess we got to move the queen. Let's take this. Again, attacking the knight, and I really need to get these pieces developed as quickly as possible. Black might have a nice little sacrifice here if they're paying attention. Bishop takes b2. No, they didn't see it. Okay, I think that was a pretty good move because the queen could come in afterwards. They would probably have at least a perpetual check. All right, so let's go ahead and play e4, like I mentioned. There we go. Now we can get this bishop out. Don't really have a lot of good squares, so I guess bishop to d3 is really the only place, but I do want to get the rook involved, and so we're going to go ahead and move that. I'm looking at playing f. Oh, he trapped my queen. Oh, wow. Queen is trapped. Good move. Got to take it. Got to take it. I didn't see that. I did not see that at all. All right. We have ourselves a game here. Time to pick up the pace and put some pressure on our opponent. What a nice move. What a very nice move. The knight was playing a role. The pawn was playing a role. Everything was working to trap my queen. All right, let's go ahead. Attack the knight here. Unleash the bishop. Probably going to just try to get a pass pawn here. Okay, they're going to do that. I'm going to take this and then take the knight. So that's a piece. So we're inching our way back into the game here. Let's see. We'll play g3 to defend this. We are going to lose this pawn. Although, yeah, I'm debating if I want to do that. No, we gotta pick up the pace here. We're gonna lose the game. All right, let's go on the offensive. Let's go on the offensive with the rooks. I do want to take this, defend this, and I really need my king to have a safe place to go. Yeah. Let's see, like maybe here, and we just tuck it over here, or something like this. Look at this guy trying to back rank checkmate us. I'll lose the f4 pawn, unfortunately. This is going to be a tough game, guys. This is going to be a tough game. Let's go ahead and not get checkmated. Go ahead and put the rook here to defend the pawn. Go check. We got to start pre-moving some things here. Go back to c3. Got a little defensive setup going on. Got b4 if he wants it. Yep. Probably need to do a3 here. Ooh. I think we needed that. Thought it was a stalemate for a second, but it's not. Whew. Whew. Well played by our opponent. Gave us a run for our money there. What a game. That queen trap, though. I didn't see that at all. What a nice idea. Right here. Look at this. The pawn, the knight, so I can't go back on the diagonal. I can't go here because the bishop. I can't take this because the knight and the queen. And then the rook is covering all of these. Amazing. What a nice move. Well played to our opponent. Oof, okay. That was very close. All right, let's go back to the wheel here. Spin the wheel. The Danish Gambit. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and take it off of the wheel now. And the Danish Gambit, in case you missed it last time, e4, e5, you play d4, then you play c3, and then you play bishop c4 until you give up all your pawns. Not all of your pawns, but you sacrifice 2 pawns, but you get 2 free developing moves. Bishops are in an aggressive position, and black has to be very careful or know what they're doing, or they're probably going to get into trouble. Okay, so we're going to play 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are going to be our first 4 moves. All right, here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a Danish Gambit with black. Interesting. They don't want to take it, so probably I'm just going to take that. Always want to be looking for tactics, right? But in this particular case, I can't go there because the knight is controlling it, so I will just take with the knight. Oh, I missed taking off Jobava London. Okay, thank you. I will. I'll do that. I'll do it right now so I don't forget. All right, I just took it off. Thank you for saying that. Okay, what do we have? So let's just keep developing. I think is what we do here. We just develop. We castle, get the king to safety and out of the center. Let's go ahead and put an annoying pin here on our opponent's knight with the threat of knight to d4. Very difficult, especially when the bishop can no longer support, right, to block the pin. And we're going to jump in, okay? And very, very annoying for white to deal with this. Okay, they're going to take. That's fine. And we're just piling on the pressure here on that f3 knight. Okay, good move. He's counterattacking. So let's see. I think what we can do, though, is take here first with the check. And then we would capture with the queen. We don't have to deal with it right now because it is check. So we're going to take here. And then we have the bishop to follow it up. Yep. And this is a kind of a mating net, by the way, guys. So a mating net is when the opponent's king is kind of trapped on a certain area of the board and can't easily get out of it, right? That's exactly what we see here. Even if the king moves over here, they're still going to be trapped by the bishop. And so this one I've seen before, all I need to do is bring my rook up and over like this, and that's going to be checkmate. So what I'm thinking through now is what's the easiest way to do that? F5, rook over here is not good because it unleashes the bishop and the knight would take me. So maybe 1, 2, 3, or maybe 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go with this one. Do I want to defend this is the question, though. Maybe I should do this one to defend the pawn. Yeah, okay. So let's defend the pawn, but also I'm really planning this. This is what I'm really planning. Okay, I'm getting forked. That was a bad move. Yeah, I can't even go here anymore. That was, yeah, okay, I didn't see that. All right, it's all right. Just gonna, in hindsight, yeah, I should have went with maybe rook d8 to abandon the pawn or something else. Wasn't really paying attention. Good example of how you can get tunnel vision, right, on a certain plan, and you just forget about what else is going on in the position. That's what happened to me right here. But it's such a powerful threat. That's why I couldn't get it out of my head. Okay, I'm going to sack a pawn here to lure the bishop away so that I can go here. Because I want to come over here. And you're going to see how powerful this mating net is. It's very, very powerful. Check. I mean, it's almost like I can go here, sack the rook, and still win. I think I can. I think I can. If he takes this, it's over. Yeah, it's over. You can't stop checkmate. This is how powerful this mating net was. So kind of an instructive point there, right? Of like, these mating nets you got to be really, really careful with. And also, you could sack all your pieces and you go checkmate, right? It works. There's nothing for white to do here. They would have had to stop here to deal with it. And then they could have, you know, like, for example, bishop e2. Stockfish is saying rook e3 to give the king a way to escape. Something like that. But, okay. All right, so we removed the London. Okay, the wheel is back. Let's go spin it again. The double fianchetto. Okay, so this one, somebody added this, I think, last stream. They wanted to see this. So I don't know if they're here, but we're going to play it. Anyway, so double fianchetto, pretty self-explanatory. You're going to fianchetto this way and this way. That's it. Relatively low risk opening, I would say, although it depends on what, you know, the opponent is going to threaten. So let's go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so didn't lose any pieces there. And at this point, I guess we'll just bring out some knights now. Oh, I could have taken this. What am I doing? What am I doing, guys? I didn't even see that. Free rook. I didn't even see it. Okay. Good game. Well, yeah, it was a hanging pawn, but more importantly, it was a rook in the corner that was going to be stuck. So it was much more than just a hanging pawn. It was a free rook, essentially. Or I should say an exchange. Pawn in exchange. Anyway, sometimes that happens. You gotta brush it off. Keep going. Okay, he's gonna make the trade. A lot of beginners out there will do this. They think that a knight and a bishop for a rook and a pawn is an equal trade. It's not an equal trade. This is a bad trade for white. Okay, so if you ever have this opportunity, don't do it. Don't do like this. Okay, it just turns out the two pieces are gonna be better than the rook and a pawn 9 out of 10 times. All right. Now, towards the very end of the game, if there's like lots of open files for the rooks, sometimes in rare cases the rooks can outperform, but usually not. Okay, I'm just gonna go back. I'm gonna get out of the pin. And notice how it just doesn't look like white has a lot of pieces that they can use to attack me, right? It's basically, this is it. And I have all these pieces that I can use, right? And the rooks don't really play a role until way later. So, Dave, inspiration. Awesome. They've helped you improve a lot. Cool. I'm glad. All right, so let's go ahead, keep developing. He's going to try to push. That's a blunder. And notice my pieces, I just have so many of them. They're controlling all these different squares. And here we go. We got the queen. The idea of the fianchetto is to capture the rook in the corner. Yes, you could say that. You could say that. I mean, so when I play chess normally, that never happens. Nobody ever lets you do that. So it's kind of like, of course you should still look for it, but I've played so much, I'm like, oh, I don't, just I don't know. It wasn't on my radar. Like nobody's gonna let me just take that for free. Okay, let's go here. What I'm trying to do is take the pawn with my queen. And now we can bring the rook over to an open file, probably here. Hey, Be Live, good morning. All right, I saw that one, guys. I did see that one. Looks like a fork here. Now, white can defend it if they want with knight f3 or bishop e3. But it's still a fork. They didn't see it, so we'll take this. And let's start looking for checkmate. Let's start looking for a checkmate. I'm going to go ahead and take the rook. I'm going to come in with the queen. And I'm going to gobble up everything here. And I see a checkmate idea. Okay, looks like they're trying to stop it. So I want to go here for checkmate, but it's not checkmate. So let's play h5 to take away the escape square here. And now we can set up the checkmate with the knight. All right, good game to our opponent. Good game. Back to the display wheel. Okay. So we did the fianchetto. All right, time to spin. Time to spin. Scandinavian. Okay. This one's going to be interesting because the normal Scandinavian is if they capture your pawn. So, for example, e4, d5, they take it. And then the main line would be you take with the queen, they attack you, you move over here, and you play knight f6. However, in our case, we don't know what they're going to play. They might not even play e4. They might not take the pawn. So I think what I'm going to do is change it up a little bit. Now, there's another line in the Scandinavian where after this, instead of you taking with the queen, you play knight f6. And then you play either the Icelandic Gambit or like the Portuguese one, which I think I'm going to do the Portuguese. So it's like d4, bishop g4, and then I believe the main line is f3 or bishop e2. They're both pretty common. On bishop e2, you take. Okay. All right, we'll do this one. It'll be more fun. So we're going to play d5, knight f6, bishop g4, bishop e2. These are going to be our first 4 pre-moves. All right. Okay. Here we go. d5, 6, 4, e2. Okay, we're not going to get bishop e2. We're not going to get it. All right. Well, I guess that ends it. I'll just take it just for the sake of making another bishop move. And we'll go forward. Okay. All right, let me remove the Scandinavian from our wheel here. Okay. Sometimes in Blitz, I like to just go ahead and sack that. But in this case, no, I don't really have a good follow-up. Oh, is my knight trapped? He trapped my knight. Look at that. How did he do that? Okay, no, he didn't. I can go here. What am I saying? Guys, I'm not with it today. I'm sorry. I'm just not seeing anything. I thought my knight was just trapped. Wow. All the wheel spinning is affecting my brain. Okay. Let's just do this and castle. I don't know. I just need some. Oops, let's not pre-move that. Yeah, okay, now we can do it. Okay, that looks like a free pawn. I'm going to take it. I was going to trade that, but I may as well take this first. And now it's a much more powerful threat here. So also we can think about things over here. No, queen a4. Don't know what's going on there. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and take this. We'll take the rook. Okay, didn't want my bishop. I was going to say, whenever you lose your fianchetto bishop, let's say for a rook or for something else, if your opponent still has their bishop, dark squared bishop, you got to be really careful, right? They could create a battery like this and checkmate you. So sometimes it's good idea to play f6 and move your king up, and you kind of gain control over those dark squares. But in this case, I'm just going to come back, and now my bishop is doing that. But if I didn't have the bishop, like I said, move the pawn, move the king. Very nice way to still keep your king safe. Okay, what's white doing? I don't know. Let's play rook e1. I want to move this pawn, and I don't want to lose my rook here, so that's why I'm doing this. Okay, there we go. Now I can defend it. And we really need to finish the development of this knight over here. Let's go here. What does my shirt say? Can you see that? It was the Chess Vibes jingle, which we were kind of stopped doing because a lot of people didn't like it, but some people liked it. I liked it. Develop castle, attack and checkmate, chess vibes, something like that. That's all the singing I'm going to do for you guys, so hope you appreciated that. Okay, what's happening? Let's jump the knight in, attack the queen, and probably start pushing some pawns is the easiest thing to do. Okay, he's attacking the bishop. Let's go ahead and defend it with the king. Oh, we do have to watch out for... Yeah, I was about to say, knight to g4. That's a pretty good move. What I'm going to do is defend with the queen. I'm not really worried about this because we can just go back. So yeah, we're going to use the queen as a defensive piece here. And at the same time, attack the queen. Okay, this is defended, so we're okay. Ooh, he's taking that. All right. Let's go here. Adds another defender. Also starts to attack here. It's crazy that white is able to get this nice attack while being down a rook. It's pretty incredible. So let's see if we can trade some pieces off, because that will make my life easier. See if we can do that. Perfect. Now white has to be careful for the back rank. Checkmate. Whenever you have a 3-pawn, yeah, they did see that. Still going to go there. I think I'm going to actually go back here now, because that's checkmate. That's checkmate. Wow. Wow. Well played by our opponent, though, for creating all these threats. I mean, you've got to give it to them. You've got to give it to them. Maybe I could play f5 next, or just take the knight, probably. Check. Is there like a checkmate here? Check. Okay, we're gonna lure the king away and grab the queen. Okay, I thought he was gonna take the bishop. All right, wow. Good game by our opponent. Really well played there. Putting up quite a fight. Yeah, I don't know how they're 557. They played pretty well. I was impressed. I was impressed. Okay. Let's see. We could make that like a jingle. No, yeah, it was a jingle. It was a jingle. I actually hired someone to sing it and make it into a jingle. It's on some of the older videos. Everybody was complaining about it. Like, take out the jingle. We don't like the jingle. So I did, but yeah. Some people liked it. It wasn't everybody. Okay. We're going to spin the wheel. We still have a few interesting choices on here we have not seen yet. Let's see. Speaking of Chess Vibes music, you love the outro song. Nice. Thanks, Aquarius. Yeah, I like that one too. That was a good find, I think, when we added that. So thank you for all right, King's Gambit. So King's Gambit, let me remove it from the wheel. Let's go ahead and talk for just a brief moment. The King's Gambit here is e4, f4. And then it really depends on what they're going to do. Because if they take you, you would play one way. If they play d5, you would play another way. Main line is, I think, to accept it. There's knight f3 and bishop c4. Bishop c4 is what I used to play, but let's just go with the main line. Yep. These are going to be our first 4 moves. So, yeah, not the greatest moves, honestly, for pre-moving. Very risky. Very risky moves to pre-move. So, wish me luck. Here we go. And we're black, too. All right. King's Gambit. The knight comes out. The pawn goes to h5. Oh, boy. Whipster, why did you get rid of the lion defense? Because we played it. We played it in the last stream or the one before that. I can't remember. But, yeah, we played it already. So I just take them off after they've been played. But I can add it back if that's what you're asking. Okay. Wow. Not a good position because of the weaknesses we've created here on these light squares. See, when you play it in the King's Gambit, you do it in a very specific way, right? It's following the line, and there's a reason for that. This is just bad. Bad, bad, bad. Okay. We're going to play d5 because it unleashes the bishop, and it shuts down any ideas of a piece coming on this diagonal. So that helps a little bit. And we still have problems over here, but that's a good start. Okay. Now we also have to watch out for the rook coming here, right? So bishop e7 is going to be probably what I need to play. Let's see if we can get rid of the knight here. Because that knight, yeah, okay, that's helpful. Now we can play either bishop e7 or even king f7. It's not out of the question. Because the king can actually help support some of those squares as well, which is what I'm thinking. Okay, I'm not going to take that. We're just going to leave that alone. Probably bishop here to... Ooh, yeah, we could set up a Greek gift sacrifice. Maybe I could have done it right there, but I figure I'll wait a minute. Let me see. Check. The knight jumps in. Yeah, I think we can do it actually now. So what we're going to do here... He's not going to take it? He doesn't want to take my bishop? Okay, well, that's no fun. All right, let's play c6. Defend here. Keep the knight limited in what it can do. And this bishop's actually just really annoying because it's stopping what I'm trying to do here. By the way, if they would have taken this, we were going to jump in with the knight. And then when the king goes back, we were going to bring the queen out. And it's going to be very difficult for white to deal with all those threats. But king f1 was probably a good move. Okay, I'm going to try to take advantage of this diagonal. This might be a mistake. I don't actually, because I'm letting the bishop potentially out. But we're going to try it. And then we're going to try to use the rook. Nope. If I go into this endgame, 3-6, I'm down a pawn. Okay, it's not unplayable. It's only a pawn. I don't want my bishop to get trapped, though, so maybe I'll play the pawn here. I could even actually do this. Not worried about that. Yeah, maybe I can sack and then just push this guy all the way home. He's going to ignore it. Okay. Oh, I didn't want to allow that. Ooh. A good move. No, he's not going to play it. Whew. All right, we got lucky there. We caught a break. We caught a break there. I'm actually thinking about checkmating this king now. I'm really thinking about checkmating the king. That's checkmate. I didn't realize it was mate in one. Didn't realize it was mate in one. Okay. We've got the knight. We've got the bishop. We've got the rook. And we've got the rook. That's it. It's really funny. I don't think I've ever seen a checkmate like that. Huh. Okay. I'll take it. All right. Let's jump back to the wheel. I think Webster wants the lion added. All right. Let me add the lion again. Okay. The lion is going back on. Okay. All right. There you go. Lion has been added. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel. Is it 48 wins? Thank you, guys. I'm glad somebody keeps track of that. I could look it up, but who's got time for that? All right. Jerome Gambit. Ooh, okay. Jerome Gambit. All right, let me take it off the list here. So the Jerome Gambit, if I remember correctly, let's go, is the Italian game. And you just immediately sacrifice. Yep. Just immediately sacrifice the bishop. It's not really that good, but it does get pretty wild because you follow it up with another sacrifice. You actually give up both of your pieces. Sorry, both of these pieces. But then you get one of them back. Or I think you should get one of them back. If black tries to hold on. Let's see. Do you actually get it back? F4. I don't think they can safely save it. Yeah, because if they move it, they lose this one. So you're basically sacking one piece and you get to attack the king. It's not really a good opening, but it's kind of, it could be fun. It can be fun. All right. So there we go. That's what we're going to play. Jerome Gambit. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we might get the main line. Oh, he played G6. Okay. Yeah, okay. Let's play. It's either D4 or H4 that we're going to do here. Either focus on the center or we focus on just hitting the king. Let's go H4. We're just going to attack this way right away. It also gives me the option. Okay, he plays H6. Michael, you've enjoyed the streams and learned a ton. Add the Halloween Gambit back. Yes, absolutely. I will do that. Actually, I'll do it right now. Halloween Gambit. Is it already there? Let me see. No, because we played it before. All right, let me add it back. Halloween Gambit. Got it. Okay, it's on the wheel. So I think now I've induced a little bit of a weakness there. I'm going to maybe now shift to D4 ideas. And when I say I've induced a weakness, like this pawn is no longer defended, right? So at some point, my knight or my queen or whatever can attack it, maybe even the pawn here. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, what I'm going to do here, take 6-6. I'm going to play F4. All right, we're going to do it. And we're going to try to throw these pawns forward. Question is, do I want to do it right now? I think I do. F4. If they take this, there's a little tactic here. Okay, they saw that. Nice move by our opponent, actually. They did see that. So I'm going to probably have to push this forward to defend it. There's D6, though, which would be a, yeah, it's a good move. It's a very good move. Okay. I really need a castle. Oh, here's a cool thing. I can actually trade the queens because I get this pin at the end. And we win our piece back. Nice. Rick, Nelson's choice to the openings. Okay. It's a good idea. Nelson's choice. Got it. It's on the wheel. What would I choose, though? The question. I kind of got a little lucky here. I didn't see this initially, but then I was like, oh, actually, at the end of the trade, there's a a nice little pin. So 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're going to just basically be going into an endgame relatively equal. Go ahead and grab that while I can. Ooh, and he steps into another one. So what's the move here, guys? What's the move here? It's the same idea. G4. Yep, you guys got it. Okay, we'll go ahead and trade because now we're ahead. And so if you're ahead, trading is good. That's a safe pre-move. Blocks the check. Or if it's not check, it's still a safe pre-move. Let's go ahead. Bring the rook over and down. Maybe here, maybe here. Bring the king up. We might actually be able to checkmate the king right here. We can get our king here and the rook leaves. No, he's going to do that. Okay, let's change of plans. Go and take all the pawns. Okay, so sometimes what I like to do is just simplify. So that's what I'm going to do here. We're going to sack the rook to get the other rook, and it's an easier win now. I don't have to think so much. Stop the pawn, of course. We don't want to allow that. Chat's choice. Okay. We can add chat's choice. All right, let's take the pawn. So whenever you have a position like this with a bishop and a king that's kind of annoying, you want to just push them back as far as you can, and eventually you always end up with something like this. It's a Zugzwang, right, where they have to move away. So, even though it seems like it's annoying, they're blocking you, they're trying to defend, you just keep pushing, and eventually you get a position like this. And you can always waste moves. If you need to, you push a pawn, or you move your bishop back and forth, whatever you have to do. And then it's pretty straightforward. As long as we don't get a stalemate. We should be fine here. Let's see. Check. Okay, here I have to be careful. I was going to play c4. That's a stalemate. Wow. All right. Let's go here. Here we go. There was a lot of stalemates. Okay, good game to our opponent. All right, chat's choice. Let's add chat's choice. First, when you said it, I thought you said cat's choice. I was like, cat's choice, but chat's choice. Okay, so we've got Nelson's choice and chat's choice on there. Okay. Here's the wheel. And let's go ahead and cat's gambit. Let's go ahead. I'm going to stand and stretch my legs. Oh, there it is. There it is. Just added back, and here we go. Halloween Gambit. Okay. All right, so for those of you who don't know, let's just show you real quick analysis. So the Halloween Gambit, oh, let me hide the wheel. It starts from a 4 knights game, and then you just sack the knight. You just sack the knight for a pawn. Now, why would you do that? You're going to gain some tempos on the knights. You're going to get a huge center, and you get to attack the king. For example, you push again. They have to go back. I think bishop c4 is one of the better moves. You can just throw your pawns. It's kind of fun. Kind of fun. And it's actually, the video that I did recently, I showed you can pretty much play it up to like 2,000, 2,200. It's still a viable opening. Very interesting stuff. Okay, Halloween Gambit it is. Let's go. Here we go. So it's this. Ooh. Didn't take my knight. Didn't take my knight. Okay. So that actually turned out pretty well. He does en passant. Learn about this move. Learn about this move. No, I'm good. I'm good. I got a little pop-up. Gonna teach me. Benefits of membership. So it depends which level you're talking about. At the lowest level, your name is highlighted. So I'm more likely to see it. You got the pawn or whatever next to it. You can also do the emojis. Let's see. I guess I have to defend this. Go bishop f5. And then at the higher levels, like the top level, it unlocks like my bishop b5 course videos. They're on YouTube, but you can't see them unless you're at the Grandmasters and training level. If you want to play the bishop b5 Sicilian, you should check those out. That's what I play against the Sicilian, by the way, all the time. Pretty good results. So what do I want to do here? I don't really know. I guess we just bring the rooks to the center. Ooh, that's a blunder. Okay, we're going to take the free knight. Okay. I could do a double piece sacrifice here. I think I'm going to do it. Now, why am I going to do it? Well, because I'm going to just totally open up the king. And I still have the bishop that I can use to help me. So it's not just going to be my queen. We do have the bishop ready to go as well. Could also just pin this guy. That looks like a pretty good move too. Could even take because the rook is hanging. So lots of moves here. This one threatening checkmate. It's easy for white to stop. So we're not going to do that. It's going to be either taking or bringing the rook over. And yeah, I guess we can simply take. I think it's pretty straightforward to do that. Okay, there you go. The rook. And now we can probably... Could be the knight or it could be the rook. Yeah, let's use the knight. I mean, there's a free bishop, but I'm looking for a checkmate over here. Okay. There's a fork, but do I have something better? Do I have something better? Doesn't look like there's a checkmate. Am I missing it? Let's see, check. Yeah, I guess, Amazing that there's not like a checkmate here. All right, we'll just take it. I don't know. Just take it and use our other pieces. Why not? Check. Let's open up the king this way. Now we can do checkmate because we have enough pieces here. Check. Even if we lose the rook, okay, it's okay, but he didn't take it, so there you go. Okay. Good game to our opponent. All right, let's go ahead. Back to the wheel here. And let me spin it again. Uh-oh. Did it just freeze? The wheel is lagging. The wheel is lagging. Oh! Now I don't know what to choose. What am I going to choose? It's got to be something interesting. Let's see. What level? We're still at the 679 level. Okay. Okay. Nelson's choice, huh? Let's see. What openings do we have out there? Okay, I have an idea. How about the, what is it called? Let me see what it's called. There's this one where you play, I think you play G3, Knight H3, and F4. I don't know what the name of this thing is. You could do like, yeah, maybe like F4. What is this? Amar Opening? How about this? We'll give it a shot, and then we'll play Bishop G2. Okay, this should be fun. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's try that. I don't know why. Just came to my mind. All right. So G6, Knight H6, F5, Bishop G7. Looks like. Okay, white doesn't do anything to take any of our pieces. So not a bad start. We're going to relocate the knight back here and actually use it to support E5. There we go. E5 is played now. C6, D5. We're going to get a huge pawn center here. Okay, I'm going to push by and get this massive pawn pyramid. Look at that. Look at that. Ah, messed it up. Now it doesn't look as cool. But at least I can go knight c6. Okay. That's fine. We have plenty of support there. Let's just bring the bishop out. We'll recapture. All right. Still have a very nice pawn chain there. Look at that. Okay, can we sacrifice? Takes. Let's see. Takes, check. Da, da, da. I think we can. I think we can get away with this. Let's go ahead. Because at the end of everything, we're going to have a fork. Ah, he sees it. Okay. Well, this is fine for us too. He did save the rook though, so well played by our opponent there to see that. And I think what I'm going to do is jump in with the knight here. Maybe try to come over here like this, or maybe like this. Okay, do I care about my rook? I don't think I do. I think I'd rather take this. Remember, you can get 2 pieces for a rook, right? Which is what we just did. Should do it. Oh, I can't take that. That's a nice move because of the pin there. Okay. Guess I need to move the bishop away. It's just kind of pinned where it is. Or either that or I push this to defend it. Oh, they resign. Why did they resign? Okay. All right. Let me see what time it is. I have time for probably 2 more games, and then I'm going to have to go. All right? So 2 more games. Just giving everybody a heads up. All right? Go to the wheel. Let me spin it. Yeah, it's not going to quite be 800, unfortunately. O'Neill Gambit. Okay, I don't know this one at all. I have no idea what this gambit is. Somebody had requested it previously. I'm going to have to look this one up. The O'Neill Gambit. All right, let me get a tab over here. O'Neill Gambit. This is going to be a new one for me. It's considered a dubious response. Okay. Let's see. O'Neill Gambit. All right, let's go to an analysis board here. Let me click the wheel. Hey, welcome to Stalematers. Okay, it's E4. I guess it's for black. B5. That's the O'Neill Gambit? That's it? Okay. Oh, and then you go bishop B7 and F5. Wow. Okay. This is the... And then you try to take on G2. That's the idea. There you go. Very deep stuff there. That's your plan. Okay. So my moves are going to be B5, bishop B7, F5, and bishop takes G2 in a perfect world. Yes, at this level, it might work. Okay. All right, guys, give me 2 minutes. I need to just run to the bathroom, and I'll be right back. We'll finish out these last 2 games, and then I have a few things I need to take care of today. But I'll be right back. This is what we're going to play. What's up, guys? We're back, and I spoke with my wife so I can actually play a few more games, so I don't have to stop after just 2. I have a little bit more time than I thought I did. Okay, so O'Neill Gambit. So here we go. This is the plan. Let's, he's cooking rice. All right, let's go ahead and jump in. Wait, I already forgot. What is it? Oh, B4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Please remove one Bongcloud. Oh my, what have we done here? What is happening? He's taken everything. Okay, but my opening is done, so I can deal with this now. I think what I'm going to do is play C3. So we block the bishop, we attack the knight. Now I'm not going to take the knight. Well, I wasn't going to take the knight right away, but all right. So we lost a bishop. We made some weird moves, but here we go. O'Neill Gambit. Let's play E3 so we can take back with the queen if we need to. All right. Remove one Bongcloud. Okay, I will do it. So Bongcloud goes from 2 to 1. Okay, goes from 2 to 1. Still on there, but only one slice. Okay. Since we're down a piece, I don't want to trade too much. Let's just try to castle, and maybe we can attack on the king side here. That might be a good plan. This opening is a disaster piece. Yes, well said. Well said. Okay, he's jumping in with the knight. I'm going to go, I guess, knight a3. It's a weird position. The way my pawns are, notice I can't really develop my knight to normal squares, so I'm having to do something else here, which I don't really like that. Of all the openings we've played, this one is it's up there with Bongcloud on really bad. Even the Bongcloud is kind of interesting because they just try to checkmate you, and then when they can't, you know, you're not in that bad of a position. This is just pretty awful. It's pretty awful. Okay, queen d6. Wow, what do I even do here? Let's play queen e1. What I'm doing by going queen e1 is trying to add some support to the dark squares and give my queen a way to come over here to the king side. Okay, knight there. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and bring it over here. Try to put some pressure on black here. We have ideas of knight to g5. And we're going to attack. We're going to attack the king. Please add. Okay, I'll do it in just a second. So, yeah, I think... Let's jump the knight in here. Add one Bongcloud. All right, Bongcloud goes back up to 2. Sorry. Whoever... Who requested that? Toto, sorry about that. Zach wants to see the Bongcloud. Okay. Let's take... Wow, we have so many options to recapture this bishop. I'm going to go with the knight. If I don't go with the knight, then I'm getting forked. So I guess I have to go with the knight, but I didn't really want to take with the knight. But I didn't want to allow this, right? It's going to be a fork either way. Bishop f6. Yeah, our opponent's playing some pretty good moves. Okay, we have a fork, but is it a good move? That's really the question. I think it's good enough. It's not like an amazing move. I think it's all right. Yeah, he's going to go for the fork now, but I'm going to take the piece. Remember what I said, guys. If we can get 2 pieces for the rook, it's... Oh, I can't. If he takes this one, I can't. Because the queen, I just noticed that queen. Oh, I have f5. I can. It's okay. So yeah, if we can get 2 pieces, so in this case 2 knights for 1 rook, that's a good trade, right? So I'm happy to do that. Okay, now we're still down, because we lost the piece, we're still down some material. But that's a trade that helps us get a little bit closer to being back to normal, if that makes sense. Okay. Let's go ahead and play f5. Keep up the pressure here. Black's not really using those 2 extra rooks, so at this moment in the game, we actually have a nice little advantage here. We're going to jump the knight to d4, stop that. And I'm thinking about bringing my rook up and over. That's what I'm thinking about doing. Okay, he's going to take. Let's take, I guess, this way. Trying to keep some pawns here to, you know, stop these guys. And again, this looks like a pretty good plan. Even rook f4 here, same kind of deal. Here we go, we got the queen. I'm just doing some safe pre-moves here. Just some safe pre-moves. All right, good game to our opponent. They played pretty well that game. Have to give it to him. Okay. So, Bongcloud is still at 2. Nothing changed there. Let's go spin the wheel. Here we go. And Halloween Gambit, didn't we play that already? Did I forget to take it off? I think I did forget. Let me remove that one. Okay. Oh, and Nelson's Choice. Should Nelson's Choice just stay on there? Now I'll take it off, I guess, since I already did it. Okay. Here we go. Let's spin so that we can get some of these other ones selected. O'Neill Gambit. Oh, I forgot to remove it. Okay. Wait, hold on. Hold on. We're going to remove the O'Neill Gambit. We're not doing that again. Although it was kind of an interesting game. All right. Let me try it again. -1 Bongcloud. Okay. Where's Bongcloud? All right. Bongcloud goes back to 1. There you go. And let's spin it again. Oops. Sorry. I'm not trying to show you the ads there. Okay. Spin. Scotch. Okay. Scotch. All right. I'm going to remove this one. Scotch is relatively straightforward. It's going to be too wild here. So let's jump over to the analysis board. The Scotch is e4, knight f3, and then this is the Scotch game. But if they take you, rather than recapturing with the knight, you can go bishop c4. This is the Scotch Gambit. So this is what I'll do. I'll do the Scotch Gambit. So e4, knight f3, d4, and bishop c4. This is much more interesting, in my opinion, than the Scotch game. Yaha. Yah. How did I say that? Yeah, I guess. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Let's go ahead. We're going to play the Scotch Gambit. Okay. d4, bishop c4. Okay. Whew. So that worked out fine. And here we go. We actually have a checkmate threat on move 5. Ooh, he plays f6. Now, f6. What does f6 do? Well, it opens up this. So I'm thinking I should take the knight and then go here. Or I should go there first. Yeah, let's go there first. So you can see I'm creating it's kind of like a fork. It's kind of like a fork, and he doesn't see that one. And actually, I could throw in the check first. I think I will. So black doesn't have castling rights. And then I'll take the knight. Do we have checkmate? Do we have checkmate? For those of you who watched my other video, is this checkmate or not? Is this checkmate or not? Did you get it right? Did you get it right? Good game to our opponent. You can see the dangers. Just learning opportunity, guys. when you make too many pawn moves that weaken the same color squares, and your opponent is set up to attack those, it's very dangerous, right? And that's what we saw. These light squares. So you got to be really careful doing that. Okay. Back to the wheel. So Scotch, I think I already removed. Please add Martin's choice. You start a game versus Martin, and his first 4 moves are your moves. My. All right. All right. Martin's choice. That'll be interesting. Martin's choice. Oof. I'm a little bit nervous to get that one. I'm a little bit nervous. All right. Let's spin it. Martin's choice. Okay. King's Indian. That's normal enough. Let me remove it from the wheel. King's Indian. I think most people know this one, so I'm going to jump right into the game for this one. And if not, you'll see it. So we're going to play d3, knight f3, g3, bishop g2. Relatively straightforward. Pretty low risk as far as pre-moves are concerned. There we go. Let's go ahead and castle. Play knight to c3. And I want to play e4 here. I think I'm going to go ahead and pin the knight first. And now I'm threatening e4, e5. e4. We actually can't go there quite yet. Actually, hold on. We can. Even though we lose the pawn, at the end of it all, we get the rook. And we did cross 700. Hey, how about that? So, okay. Pop quiz. Which one should I take? Which one's better to take and why? Which one is better to take and why? I'm going to do a poll really fast. You got to vote fast, though, okay? Take the knight or take the rook. Don't look at the chat. Just vote. Knight or rook. Which one do you take? I want to see how many people were paying attention to what I said before. What's the percentage? What do we take? 80% say take the knight. 20% say take the rook. Okay. Very good. Very good. So, if you think about it, this is not a free rook. Okay, it's a trade. So I'm actually net gain of 2 points. This is a free knight, net gain of 3 points. And so whenever you have the option, always take a free piece instead of a trade of a bishop for a rook. Okay. Could do a queen trade, but let's keep the queens on the board. So I was just saving my queen. Let's go ahead and attack the queen here. And I'm probably going to, since we were ahead, a free piece, trading is good. So I'm going to probably try to force a rook trade with one of these moves, or maybe even a bishop trade with bishop to e4. Ooh, there's a fork. If he takes this, I take this. Now, he can give up the bishop, but then I'm just going to take here. So, okay, he's going to do that. So we'll take the rook, and it's important. It's important that it defended my queen. And here we go. We're in good shape now. We're in good shape now. I'm going to come down here, grab the pawn. I think we're going to come down here and grab the pawn. Yep. Rooks on the 7th are very powerful. Okay, let's jump in. Put more pressure here to keep black kind of tied up. Your elo jumped from 500 to 900 in 2 weeks. Awesome. That's great to hear. Thank you, by the way. Cool. That's a significant improvement in 2 weeks for sure. Let's take this. Got to be a little careful here, so I might just trade it. Because here's the thing, if I push by, then I have to constantly kind of be watching out for stuff like this, and maybe that pawn becomes a queen. So if he went there, I probably would just take it. But they didn't do that, so let's go ahead. We'll double up here. let's go ahead and attack the bishop. Also threaten a fork. Also threaten to just take here. It's getting very dangerous for the black king. Okay. Yeah, like I mentioned, I'm just going to go ahead and grab that. No reason to let black get a queen or even have chances to get a queen. Okay, there's the checkmate. The rook was defending, and as soon as it left, my knight was there to assist. All right. Okay. Good game to our opponent. Let's go ahead back to the wheel. Here we go. Has my gout gone away? So I haven't had a flare up, so it doesn't go away that fast. But yeah, it's much better. Okay, Budapest Gambit. Oh, do I remember what this is? I don't even think I remember. Budapest Gambit. I should know this. Let me remove it from the wheel. What's the Budapest Gambit? No, I'm blanking. I'm totally blanking. I'm gonna have to look it up. Okay. What do we have here? Let's go learn about this together. Budapest. Oh yeah, knight of 6 e5. For some reason I was thinking a different opening. Yeah, okay. d4, knight of 6, c4, e5 is the Budapest Gambit. All right. Yikes. And then the main line is they take. You go knight to g4. Let's say bishop f4 and then knight to c6. Okay, so interesting. So we're going to be playing knight e5, knight g4, knight c6. Oof. Yikes. Yikes. This might not end well. Okay. Knight f3, e4, knight g5, and knight c3. All right, luckily we got white, so it's a little bit better for us. Okay, they do take it. We lost a piece. I'm going to take here. I have the check, but g6 just stops it. I think we're going to try to get the bishop here first. Because now this is a very serious threat. Now they can stop it. Oh, they didn't stop it. They did not stop it. Now we've got it. Now black's in trouble. They should have played knight f6. Because you have the pin. You have the pin on the rook there. Very common idea. Very common idea. If you can play queen h5 check and you have a bishop ready to go there, they can't really play g6 unless they're willing to just lose the rook. I'm going to go ahead and take the knight. And take everything, I guess. Check. Okay, we're going to save our knight and... So this is one way. I could also play king d1. And why would I play king d1? Well, king d1 opens up the square for my rook. So actually, yeah, if bishop here, I have f3. I am going to do that. That's a very annoying move. It's a very annoying move for black to deal with. There you go. We just pinned the queen. And they could play knight e5. But something tells me I'm going to have a good move. Okay, they're just going to sack the queen. Okay. Trying to go for a fork. I don't really care too much. Can actually just take this with check and it defends. So we can grab this. Okay, that's defended. Yep, tricky move to see. It is a tricky move to see. Let's go ahead with the check. And that should be checkmate. There you go. All right, good game to our opponent. Let's go back to the wheel. And here we go. The wheel is lagging this morning. Kind of weird. Not sure what's up with the wheel. Fried liver. Fried liver. Okay. Take that off the wheel. We're running out of choices here. Okay. Fried liver attack. It's e4. It's a knight f3 to attack the pawn. It's bishop c4 to attack f7. And if they play the 2 knights defense, the fried liver starts with knight to g5. Now, it's not the fried liver yet because they don't have to like let you do it. They can do some other stuff. But if they play d5 and you take, and if they take with the knight, this is actually technically the first move of the fried liver attack. You sack the knight. Why do we do that? Because we have a fork, and because the knight is pinned, they can't block with the knight, so they have to play king e6 if they want to hold on to their piece. And now their king's sitting in the middle of the board, and we get to attack it. We can castle, play knight c3, rook e1, d4. You know, it's a lot of fun. The problem is a lot of people don't play it. They don't like to let you play the fried liver. So like right here, knight a5 is a better move for black. But anyway, so this one's pretty straightforward. My first moves 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. All right. Here we go. Fried liver. 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't look like knight g4 is going to be a good move. They're thinking about not taking it. Very interesting. And they're not taking it. All right. I'm going to take with the pawn because I want to create an attack on the knight so that my knight is safer. And I'm going to now... What am I going to do now? Wow, what an interesting thing that's happening here. I want to play d3, really. I mean, I guess that's a pretty nice idea. Not quite checkmate. Okay, they do take the knight now. All right. We have to take here. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and castle. Get the king out of the center. And let's play d6. Unleash the bishop over here. Let's play knight c6. Actually threatens to win the queen immediately. And there we go. There we go. We do have the... Whenever you see pieces on the same file or diagonal, you want to be looking for tactics, right? Tactical opportunities. That's what we saw there. Now we have a fork, potentially. Also a free pawn over here. So these are my threats. Rook e8 to line up in the center. Just going to stretch my legs while we wait here. All right. Game abandoned. Okay. Here we go, folks. Beach Cafe. I have no idea what this is. I have no idea what this is. Okay. Let's go look it up. Beach Cafe. Okay, why is the only thing I see is a video from Eric Rosen? There's not like a... That's it? That's where the opening comes from? Update the wins?
From the beginning, but we've dreamed of creating a...
Sorry. Hold on. Okay, I muted it. Just give me a moment. I'm supporting Eric Rosen's channel, watching this ad. Oh, it's 2 ads, and I can't skip it yet. Okay. Now I can skip it. All right. Let's see. What's the Beach Cafe here? Wow. B3, B3, E3, A3, C3. Okay. Okay. I'm going to go with that. So, it's B3, E3, B3, E3, A3, and C3. I don't know why it's called that. If anybody knows, you can let me know. The win count, is it 55 wins? 56 wins? 62 wins? Wow, those are 3 different numbers. 55, 56, and 62. Tim says 56. Okay. We'll go with Tim because he put some emojis with it. All right, 56. It spells out beach. Oh, B-E-A-C-H. I see. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Wow. All right. Beach it is. Let's go with the beach. Cafe opening. B-E-A-C-H. Beach. There we go. Okay. It's hard to spell and play chess at the same time. Is that weird? All right. Beach Cafe opening. It looks like we're going to win a pawn. Thank you to this amazing opening. And we're going to go for a check. Yeah, it works. 100% success rate from my exclusive testing. Okay, D5. I mean, I don't have enough good things to say about the Beach Cafe opening. Look at the amazing aggressive position that you get where you can just sacrifice your pieces and attack the king. Why is no one playing this? Like, this is going to be the new thing. Look at this. We're just all over this guy's king. Ah, okay. I'm going to play F5 and just say, you know what? If you want to take that, you can take that. But I'm going to have all these pawns. I'm going to have so many pawns. We're going to defend. Probably play G5 and F4 and push them. We're going to push them. Okay. All right. Looks like we stumped our opponent. We have no idea what to do against the Beach Cafe. Yeah, Andrew, I think so. That's what that's what I did. But like I said, first time playing the Beach Cafe, so I'm not exactly an expert on it. All right, I'm going to remove it from the wheel. And let me see what the time is. Yeah, I probably have maybe 2 more games. So the Martin one, yeah, I guess we can do the Martin one. It won't take that long to play against Martin 4 moves. All right, if we get it. Okay, let's see. Wheel and spin. Hey, Martin's in the chat. That's funny. Bird. Okay, let's remove the bird. And the bird opening is F4. That's it. And then the main line would be knight of 3. Let's actually follow the main line here. I don't know what it is. Let's say knight of 6. It's G3 and bishop G2. Okay. I feel like we've played this before. Didn't we play this one already? Can someone confirm? Did we already play the bird? I'm pretty sure I played it. Maybe I didn't remove the wheel. Is it kind of cheating to get help from Martin? We did play the bird? Okay. Okay. Thank you. I must have not removed it. All right, let's spin again. Let's spin again. I know some people are excited to get to some of these other ones. Okay. Ooh, Noah's Ark. Okay, as far as I know, this is not exactly an opening, but it's like a concept thing. Let me just verify that. It's a trap is what it is. So I'll show you guys what it is. Oh my. I forgot to put the word chess. And I just got all kinds of other stuff. Okay. Wow. All right. Yeah, it's out of the Ruy Lopez, but okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Here's what first of all, let me show you guys what it is. I mean, it could be out of any number of openings. Let's actually take it from the Sicilian because that's the easiest. So if they play bishop to b5, okay, we attack it. Zach says +1 to the cloud. Okay, +1 Bongcloud. Bongcloud's back up to 2. Thanks, Zach. They go back. We attack it. They go back. We attack it. This is the idea of the Noah's Ark trap. You use these 3 pawns. You trap the bishop over here. So it can happen in any number of openings. Sicilian, Ruy Lopez, whatever. Whenever you have the opportunity to trap the bishop like this. Okay, so what I'm going to do for this opening is go 1, 2, 3, 4. How does that sound? Yeah, that should be good. All right, let's go ahead. Noah's Ark. Play the game. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Oh, they didn't take it. They didn't take. They were pre-moving too, I guess. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Whew. All right. Dodged a bullet there. We dodged a bullet there. Do I even want to take that? Next time you step away from the computer, can you leave us on hold with the outro music? Well, I was thinking about stopping the stream next time, but I could play it a few times before we end. Maybe I could do that. Or I could tell you the name of it and you could go look it up yourself if that would be better. What do you prefer? What do you prefer? I'm going to play here to defend the pawn. Okay, let's see. Let's pile up on Martin +1. Okay, Martin gets a +1. Martin's choice is now up to 2. Okay. 2. All right, he wants to take this. Let's go ahead and defend that. Play the music. Yeah, I have to go find the music because I gave it to my editor and I haven't looked at it in a while. I do have it, but I would have to go find it. So you'll have to just give me a moment to do that. Okay, there's a fork. So we're going to jump in. It was defended with the knight, but when the knight moved, it opened up the possibility. So here we go. Okay, we could take that with check, but would I rather have a free pawn or a rook exchange? What should I take, guys? The rook. That's different than a free piece, right? Let's take this. Vote for the perfect game Traxler. Don't play chess, but... Wait, what? Play a lot of Magic the Gathering and learn a lot from your ideas. Play some Magic the Gathering. Oh, I've never played that. Are you saying play the Traxler and try to play it perfectly? Is that what you're saying? Maybe you can confirm that. I didn't quite understand. Okay, there's a free piece. We're going to take that. Okay. It's not really a checkmate threat, so I guess we can just trade. And probably attack the knight. I don't usually like to leave knights sit in front of my king like that. Okay, let's bring the queen up. Put some pressure on the king there. Let's bring the knight out. And let's go here. Free knight. No. The knight was defended. The knight was defended. Okay, is there a tactic here? I don't think so. Not quite. I think we just need to take the pawn there. All right. Let's go. Actually, no, I don't want to do that. I'm going to push the pawns. That's the easiest thing. I'm just going to push the pawns. I'll stand real quick. Let's take this. Got to do my calf raises. Let's see. Ooh. So, double check. We see the power of the double check along with the queen there. That was kind of a nice checkmate, actually. Because normally you could take the knight or you could block the bishop. But when it's a double check, you can't do that. The thing about double checks is you have to move the king off of that square. It's the only way to get away from those pieces. But in this particular case, all of the squares that to move the king to were also controlled. So that's why it's checkmate. Pretty nice. Notice, by the way, if I would have went to f6, it's no longer checkmate, even though it's the same double check, because now I block my queen, right? And the king has some options. But it had to be knight here. Was the only move that was checkmate and won. Okay. I think I have time for one last game, guys. Okay, one last game. So this is going to be it. What's the last game going to be for today? Chat's choice. Okay, so how do we do this? Start throwing some things out there, I guess, and I'll give you guys a poll. Chat's choice. What do you want on the poll? I'm gonna add 4 things. I see Budapest Gambit. I see Martin. I see Coca-Cola. All right, we're gonna do Budapest Gambit. We're gonna do Martin. We're gonna do Bongcloud, Hippo. Wow. All right. Wow. All right. Martin, Budapest. I see a lot of Budapest and Martin. I see a lot of Fool's Mate. It looks like it's going to be between Budapest and Martin, honestly. I'll say other if you want to re-vote, but it looks like it's going to be. You can choose other if you want to re-vote, but if you want Budapest Gambit or a Martin challenge, there you go. Okay. Poll is live. You guys have at it. Budapest. Wow, Budapest Gambit. Okay. Lots of Budapest Gambits. Martin's up there too, but it looks like Budapest Gambit's going to win. Let's see. I'm going to give it a few seconds here. If you haven't voted, still quite a few people that haven't voted. So you can sway this thing if you want. And by the way, if anybody doesn't know, Budapest Gambit is sacking the queen. like right at the beginning. You just give up the queen. That's what it is. Okay. Botez Gambit's winning. I mean, I really thought it was going to be Martin. All right, well, Martin will have to be on another day. Okay, Botez Gambit it is. All right, thanks for voting. So yeah, as far as I know, and you guys can comment and let me know, as far as I know, Botez Gambit can really be any version of a queen sacrifice, right? Like just move your queen out and take something. Anything, right? Is that fair? Is that how it works? Blunder the queen. Oh, like just a free queen. Okay, I gotcha. Okay. Blunder the queen. I got it. Let's go ahead. This should be an interesting game. We're going to play probably 700 or 800. Let's see. Okay, can I just leave it sit there and see if he wants to take it? Like right now? Is that a good blunder? Oh, okay. Lost my queen. Didn't see that. All right. That's too bad. Let's keep going. Those tricky knights. How do the knights move again? Is it like this? Yeah. Okay. Let's chase that away. Go for the fianchetto here. If the knight jumps around here, that would be a little annoying. No, he's not going to do that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and castle, get my king to safety. So we're down a full queen against a 784 who knows how to develop his pieces. So should be a challenging game, honestly. Let's play h3. I wonder if we can win this pawn here. I wonder if we can win this pawn. Alternatively, I need to make other arrangements for the bishop. We could also do that. I guess we'll do that too. Let's go c4. Notice I didn't want to let the knight come in here. That's why I played a3 first. I want to force it back. Yeah, now I can play b3. And then, oh, I didn't see that. Ooh, good move, good move. Yeah, I wanted to get this first. I messed that up. That was an actual legit blunder of the pawn. It was a real blunder. It's okay though, because now we can maybe even use it to, you know, at least it opens up the bishop, so it's not all bad news. Probably going to play f4, f5. Yeah, let's go ahead and take that, see if we can get perfect. So we have him in a pin. Now, if I play f4, there is this tricky move here. So I do need to defend my bishop, actually. I need to defend it before I play f4. Otherwise, it doesn't win a piece. It's just a trade. Now we're threatening... Well, obviously I don't want to take it. But I think I just go here, and now black has to move the queen. Yes. Still defending. He wants to fork me, but I can pretty easily deal with that. Let's go bishop c3. Black's playing pretty well, though. I have to say. This is going to be a tough game to win. We might have to resort to cheap tactics, like winning on time. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of moves here that I can even play. I really don't. The knight's too strong. The knight is so strong. I mean, I could push some pawns over here. Maybe we can make something happen. Yeah, this is really good. This is really good for black. Even without being up a queen, this is really good. If they're smart enough to just trade some rooks, oof, this is going to be tough. Maybe this is my best chance over here. Something like this. Yep, they're trading the rooks. Wow, look at this. Look at this. What do I even do? What do I even do here? Coming in with the knight. Let's try to put some pressure here. The problem is g4 doesn't really help me. The queen just comes in and checkmates me, so I can't do that. I could go here and bring my king up, but that doesn't really help either. I don't have any moves. I'm going to take that. Wow. Uh-oh, guys. Uh-oh. I'm going to defend this pawn. And then hopefully we can win on time. That's the... Oh. Oof. Oof. Good thing I played there. Otherwise, we were going to lose. Because they saw that. And then they were going to checkmate me. But now, it's a different story. It's a different story. Although, he definitely gave me a run for my money. I will say that. Go here. Overprotect. Queening square. And looks like we're in good shape. Oof. Okay. That was a close game. That was a close game. Black was playing super well there. They had those knights. I mean, actually, this is where all my problems started. I shouldn't have allowed this. Because when this happens, you can't get your bishop out. And you can't develop normally. And so I had to start doing all this weird stuff. And then, Black, I mean, this was such a great move. Again, blocking my pawn before I could move it, right? And the reason I had to play rook b1, if anybody's wondering, is because if I play f4 right here, they still go here check. And even though I can take the knight, then they're going to take my bishop. And now the queen is about to gobble up all my pawns. And it's not a good position. So I needed to defend that. That's why I played rook b1. But yeah, this was such a great move by Black. And then even the idea to push the pawn like this to help support it and put a knight behind it, that's a great idea. I mean, look, I can't even move anything. I can't go here. I can't go here. I can't push this, like I said, because I get checkmated like this. I mean, she can't hardly do anything. Crazy. All right, chat's choice is off of the wheel. That was fun, though. I got to remove it. Chat's choice is gone now. Let's see. Chat's choice over here. Uh-oh. Wheel's frozen on me. Oops. Here we go. All right, so here's the updated wheel for next time. We'll pick up here. Looks like we're going to see some interesting... Oh, we did Noah's Ark. We did Noah's Ark. Let's remove that, too. Okay. This is the updated wheel. Not much left. We got a couple of Bongclouds, a couple of Martin's Choice, a Wayward Queen, ICBM, and the Lion. Should be fun. Oh. Let me see. Do I have that song to play? Okay, where did I keep it? Man, it's been so long since I've even looked at it. Hold on. Hold on. No. Oh, not in there. Is it in this one? Nope. Nope. In there. Is it in this one? Ooh, here we go. Here we go. This might be. Now, those are my intros. Okay, we're getting closer. Hold on. Getting closer. Oh, which one is it? This one? Okay, can you guys hear it? Okay. The yes if you can hear it. The yes if you can hear it. Yes? Alright, cool. There we go. There we go. Yes, unfortunately. Wins. Thanks, Tim. There it is. There it is. It's too loud. How about that? Is that better? Oh, okay. Sorry. That's probably better right there. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate everybody having fun with the wheel with me. We will continue next time. Thanks. I'm just going to say Toto. That first word. Nelson Dance. Yeah, here we go. Thanks, Andrew. Appreciate you being here. Thanks, Scotty. Appreciate you. Hey, Rob. Thank you. Take it easy. Next stream, probably tomorrow, hopefully. Nelson's with us. That's right, Andrew. The jingle. New video. Yeah, I not today. I don't have one today, but there'll probably be one tomorrow. All right. The music's ending. I gotta go. Take it easy, guys. See ya.